right, everybody. We are doing Nickelback, All the Right Reasons. I do remember when this album first came out. Warning, there's going to be a slew of Nickelback albums coming. I'm not going to do them back to back to back to back. I'm probably stagger them every other album because I finally got them back in my collection again. When I got divorced years ago, about 10 years ago now, little longer, either my ex or my son had all the Nickelback CDs. You know, bought it for one or bought it for the other, for birthdays or Christmases or whatever. And that means divorce happened, kids grew up. I lost access to all the albums. And going with that, sorry guys, I got distracted by my cats. So going with that, this is not the original release. This is, I want to say, an anniversary release because of the bonus material that comes with it. I'm not 100% on that. Okay, so this has got a DVD in it. I haven't even watched the DVD. I'm not going to watch it. I'll at some point watch the DVD. It's videos for Photograph, Saving Me, Far Away, and If Everyone Cared. Whatever. This is why I think this was a special release later on because of how much stuff it has that would have come out technically after the album. Then the songs. Let's get into the songs. All right. It's really funny. Follow You Home, which opens up this album. Good tune. And is even later on added in as an unreleased live track at the end of the album. For the life of me, didn't really remember the tune. It's not a bad tune. It starts up the album perfectly, but I think it is one of those songs where, you know, it starts up the album really nicely, but it's not all that memorable. Then you got track 2, Fight for All the Wrong Reasons. Another one. I enjoy it while the album's playing, but it doesn't really do much for me. All right. Then we got into the song that started to kill Nickelback. Look at this photograph. Every time that I do, it makes me want to cry. I skip Photograph. I do. It is the one song on this album that I still cannot listen to. It's not that it's a bad song. It got overplayed. My apologies. I live not too far from trains, so if you're hearing that, sorry. Windows are open. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm not closing them. Photograph. It's just... It's all right. That's the best way to put it. It's all right. I understand why it was made a single, but man, did it get overplayed. Then we got Animals. I love Animals. It's funny because this is one of my favorite jokes with Nickelback. They got two, at this point with this album, it felt like they had two modes. They had chilled out, jamming away on the acoustics, or they're trying to put their wangs into something. Animals falls putting the wang into something. I really enjoy Animals though. That's followed up by Saving Me, which meh. Far Away, another one where it's kind of meh. Now, both of them are enjoyable while the album is playing. It's just, they're mellower, and I like the heavier songs on the album, really. Next Contestant's decent tune. Side of a Bullet. When this album came out, this was my favorite song on the album. Tribute to Dimebag Darrell, right after, unfortunately, he was shot on stage, sadly. We still miss you, Dime. But Silent Bullet, really good tune. Really great solo in it. I really like the solo they drop in it. And if I remember correctly, I think I'd have to go digging through here in the book. But for some reason, I want to say it's actually a Dimebag solo that was dropped into there. I could be wrong. Next track up is the one slow song on this album that I actually really, really dig. To me, it's Nickelback's Imagine. And that'd be If Everyone Cared. And I really do like If Everyone Cared. I think it's one of those songs that I think If Everyone Cared really should have been bigger than Side of a Bullet. I think If Everyone Cared is one of those songs that really should be coming back on the radio, getting major airplay now, like really kind of trying to trigger the world to get some common sense back again. Beautiful song. That's followed up by Someone That You're With, which is okay, I guess. And then the album finishes with Rockstar. Rockstar is another one that unfortunately was killed due to overplay. When I was listening to the album, I actually thought I was going to get up and end up skipping it, and I didn't. I got through it. I was impressed. I actually listened to this album twice in a row real quick to get ready for this review because I couldn't believe how many songs I'd kind of forgotten about. Which in its own way says something about this album, you know. But I mean, this is review 700 and something. So, I mean, there's a lot of reviews I've covered, so it's okay if I forget about the odd thing here or there. There are bonus tracks on this, as I mentioned earlier. There's live versions of Photograph, Animals, and Follow You Home. The live version of Photograph, I'd probably listen to before I listened to the album version of Photograph. Animals, I'm good either way. It doesn't matter if it's the live version or the album version. And Follow You Home, I actually really dug the live version. It had a definite certain energy to it that was really enjoyable. All right, so as I said, this is a special edition version. I only paid $4 for the special edition version, which is kind of impressive. I'd recommend it for $4. If you can find it for $4, if you can find the original version even for $4, it's worth it. I mean, if you look at paying $1 a single for a digital copy, you know, just to get all the singles on here alone, it's worth it, you know, because there were quite a few. Like the videos, you got Photograph, Save Me, Far Away, If Everyone Cared. But I also do remember Side of a Bullet got a video as well, which I'm surprised isn't on here, except for maybe just because it was all cobbled together live stuff. I'm not sure. Rockstar's not on there either for video, so I'm wondering if those both came out after this was released. The special edition was released. Not sure. Anyways, those are my thoughts, my views, my opinions on this album. You know, I'm happy to have it back in my collection again. I'll definitely be listening to it again. It'll go in the mix every now and then. I do like me some Nickelback. Sorry, all the Nickelback haters out there. You can go ahead and hate away. That's all right. I've got my bands I do my hating on too, like Evanescence. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. On your way down there, if you could hit the like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications, I'd really appreciate it. There are a couple links worth checking out. Otherwise, folks, peace, love, take care.